Bojack.
Boom.
Kaboom.
And boom goes the dynamite.
It certainly does.
Happy little cloud service.
Yep.
That's good.
I love that. I kind of, that just wins.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is one of those days where that's just going to win.
Yeah. Agreed. All right, I got a Halloween TBT here.
What is
My
that?
Halloween TBT. Gotta make it big to really see it.
Wait, is that a Winnie the Pooh outfit?
That's me wearing a Winnie the Pooh outfit in 2nd grade.
How come you're wearing a headband?
It's like the mask that Pooh, I don't know why.
Well, Winnie the Pooh doesn't wear a mask.
Yeah, maybe in this costume he did. I don't know. It was the last time I wore a big costume like this because it was very uncomfortable.
That actually reminds me. I gotta head down to the Army Navy surplus in Alameda I need to get my Fidel Castro costume. I realize it's not the easiest costume. I just need to get this stuff.
So you're going with a tribute costume, huh?
With a what? With a tribute?
You know, he's not long for this world, I would expect. So
That's
listen, man. The Miami Herald has had the Fidel Castro obit ready to run for pretty much my entire adult life, and there's a solid chance he will outlive all of us.
He's like hitting 90, isn't he?
Doesn't matter. He's sitting on, he's Ra's al Ghul. If there's one Ra's al Ghul in the world, it's Fidel Castro.
I bet
he
you
is 89.
He probably has a partial state of suspended animation when he goes to sleep.
I wouldn't doubt it. There's literally nothing about Fidel Castro that would surprise me. He has been a very interesting specter in anybody's life growing up in South Florida. There's always a very strong opinion about Fidel Castro permeating here.
I wonder if his brother ever dresses up like him.
Raul?
Yeah, he just pretends like he's his brother.
He doesn't look, because Fidel Castro was always, he was the big strapping one. Raul's a little schlubbier.
No, I mean, it's like he just wears his clothes around the house, and has a big bushy
just
beard.
for himself.
Hey, let's a cigar hang out of his mouth.
Castro.
For Halloween. That's probably what he does.
He does, yeah. We're gonna have the same costume.
Awkward if you guys are at the same party. Doubtful that will happen. Ra's al Ghul. Ra's al Raul, more like.
Did you see a sports report here? Don Mattingly landing as the manager for the Florida or Miami Marlins for a year until their scumbag owner gets tired of him and fires him, like he does every manager.
Well, that's typical of many scumbag owners. To be clear. Yeah.
Not all scumbag owners are like bizarre art thieves as well. And
Wait now, hold on, art thief.
I mean, he's a shady dude.
All right. Has he actually been convicted of stealing art?
No.
Okay. All right.
I'll just say he fits very well in Miami, the fraud capital of the world. Maybe not the world.
It's a, because I grew up in Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I grew up on the other side of Illinois from the interesting politics, but Illinois politics, mostly because of Chicago, are pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Texas. And as we all know, Texas politics are very entertaining.
Oh, yes.
But, I would sit in Austin and with friends from Illinois who were going to UT with me, former University of Illinois folks that I knew, and we would talk about Illinois politics and Texas politics and ha. And then Florida just trumped us every time with something.
It's an amazing place. Yeah, Florida politics are their own bizarre little world. The weird thing about it is that Florida in general, what kind of adds that extra level of spice that makes Florida so weird is that we get all the shady grifters from everywhere else. Like when the shady grifter in Illinois and in Texas burns out all of his contacts and he's got to leave, you go to South Florida.
You'd think that would be California, which, by the way, has some pretty crazy politics of its own.
I believe we elected the Terminator as governor. I submit that evidence.
That wasn't that crazy. There were some pretty crazy shenanigans.
I mean, they then also
and Jerry Brown and Ronald Reagan.
Yeah,
you know. Also, now that I'm a California resident, I can say we re-elected the old governor. That's like, that's that. So now that Dead Kennedy song makes sense again.
I am Governor Jerry Brown. Except for soon I will be president. It's probably not.
Except he managed to offload the whole Governor Moonbeam reference.
Yeah.
This term.
Drove out that Linda Ronstadt association too.
I was at an indie wrestling show, Hood Slam, in Oakland, and all of a sudden, Jello Biafra came out and sang that song.
No kidding, like Jello Biafra himself.
Jello Biafra himself was up
amazing.
on the middle turnbuckle singing "California Uber Alice." It was among the most surreal.
Oh, that is fantastic! California Uber Alice. That should be the state anthem, don't you think?
It's shockingly prescient.
Yeah.
Like it is. Folks, get a little culture in your life. Go look up the lyrics to California Uber Alice. This song was written, God, when?
Late 80s, I think?
No, mid-80s, was it?
Mid-80s?
I don't know. It's been so long on that decade.
Because it was not Dead Kennedys. It was Jello Biafra, right? Am I wrong?
California, no, it was the Dead Kennedys.
It was still Dead Kennedys.
Released in 1979.
Oh, 79. Jeez. Okay, I'm way off.
And the lyrics basically completely predict that that Jerry Brown is still, the governor in 2015 is hilarious. But the idea of the well-meaning hippie movement becoming its own suffocating
fascist government.
Fascist, movement.
I don't know, man. If Jerry Brown's running for president in 5-10 years,
listen, it's pretty insane. Like, the idea. Just whenever anybody looks at me like I just ran over a child with my car because I threw my trash in the wrong sorting bin, I just have this flashback to California Uber Alice.
One of my favorite Jerry Brown moments when I was living in Oakland, and he was still mayor of Oakland at the time. There was I guess it was a road mudslide up in the Oakland Hills, and you see, you're just watching the local news, live report, woman doing a stand-up. Just your basic stand-up, like, oh, the road washed out, the rain here. A little bit critical of city services, maybe. Into her live shot walks Jerry Brown with his dogs. He lives nowhere near there.
No.
And he just walks up. Oh, what are you doing? I was just out walking the dogs. Well, let me tell you why this really happened. And just totally disrupts the live shot. It was amazing. An amazing piece of politics.
Dude, it was. It's so good. Apparently, there was an updated version when Schwarzenegger was elected, California Uber Alice 21st Century, when Biafra was touring with the band The Melvins, and now we can just go back to the original lyrics.
Yeah, I guess I had a Jello Biafra solo album that he sang California Uber Alice on. That's why I was getting confused about the timing, because I used to listen to that in college all the time.
Yeah, it's something that I only kind of really got turned on to kind of later in life, but
yeah, same here.
Amazing.
But California politics have always been shady, like ever since it was founded.
I guess the difference between Florida and California, though, is we have a desert trying to keep people out, and Florida has a swamp trying to keep people out.
Yeah,
that's the hurdle that the shady people have to make in both cases to get in.
The problem with Florida is that everything's so transient. Like, so there's always people coming and going, so you can always be someone new.
That's kind of true in California, don't you think?
Well, California's more of a settling kind of place, right?
Really?
Like
No, California's where you go when you want to reinvent yourself into something much better.
But I guess there's almost an honesty in that more so.
Well, I mean, it's because the whole idea is that I'm going to move out there, become a star, celebrity. I'm going to do something that improves my lifestyle, or my
Silicon Valley, Hollywood.
Yeah. As opposed to,
I think even like there's a difference between. I guess what I'm trying to describe is that there's a difference between looking to reinvent yourself honestly and looking for new people to run your credit card scam.
all right.
And I think that there's plenty of those in South Florida,
All
which
right,
of course
I can see that.
makes it as the interesting place for which I love. All right, gang, I gotta go, but I love you.
All right, gent.
All right.
Bye.
Good show.
Good show. Right? Good show. I
Well
take
done.
The hiccup is a yes.
Thank you, Ellie. His wife streams on Twitch.
I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
No, I'm trying to figure out what she says when she goes.
Oh, it's probably demon speech. That's my guess.
She floats. She's a witch.
Does she float when you give her a bath?
She cries.
California, Uber alles. California, Uber alles. I just want to start another podcast.
You do?
Yeah, actually, I did.
The Star Wars.
Did I tell you? Were you on the call when I told Jenny that?
No.
Yeah. So it's a 7-episode series called "Pretend I'm Dumb About Star Wars."
Well, that one I heard, but that
okay. That's it.
That was with Justin. Was it was in here?
Well,
yeah. No, that's
it.
a cool idea. I like it.
That's all I'm saying.
What's up?
And if California falls into the ocean,
That will never happen.
like the
Separate.
mystics
Falling in the
and
ocean would
statistics
require
say
a
it will.
Land to move from underneath the entire state.
We lost Jenny.
I'm here.
What are you reading?
Oh, I'm putting in stuff if there's a PM show today for TMS.
Ah, okay. You had reading look.
Yeah.
Actually, another unique thing about California is how much of its development has been spurred by federal intervention. Like, not just the economy, but like the state was. I mean, they got the land after the Mexican and American War,
Sure.
and a lot of the
Bear Republic Rebellion.
the Bear Republic. Originally, I read somewhere that it was originally supposed to be a pear.
What?
A pear, not a bear.
Really? Is
Yeah.
that true? That doesn't sound true.
But when the person got the name for it and started sketching out a flag, they thought it was bear.
Which, I mean, there are bears in California, so
Pear Republic.
yeah. Bear is much fiercer as a name than pear.
Yeah, but there are no grizzly bears left in California.
But it's not. They're brown bears, and there were
No, black bears.
black bears.
The Spanish kind of killed them all off.
No, they're black bears like down Big Sur and up
But
northern.
that's not the bear represented in the flag.
Well, okay, so the artist took some liberties.
Well, the artist probably remembered the last bear that was still alive in the state.
Perhaps. Okay, well, that's it, folks. Glad we streamed the whole time today. I hope everything saves. We'll talk to you tomorrow.